Hi, it's Sharon from Melbourne Foodforest. I want to give you an update on how Vegepod is going. I can't believe that we only filled this with potting mix 3 weeks ago. It's filled out so much. So we're going to show you in a separate video our secret ingredients for filling our Vegepod. So please like and subscribe so you don't miss that video. And now I'm going to take you on a tour and show you what we've got growing. So one of the main reasons we got a Vegepod was because I always struggled to grow leafy greens and lettuce in summer. Just couldn't keep the water up, which is why we chose to get a wicking bed, and I filled half of it with lettuce. So let me show you what I've got. So we've got this, my favourite heirloom Australian yellow leaf lettuce down this side. Got a couple of Migonette lettuces here. And here we've got a stunning red cos lettuce. So I've planted all varieties that are low bolt and heat tolerant because I really want to be harvesting fresh leafy greens all summer. Along the front edge of the Vegepod, I've got a row of French marigolds. It is so important to plant companion flowers, and I do it in every pot. And this is just a giant pot, so the same principles apply because this attracts your beneficial insects, and they've already started to flower. Aren't they beautiful? And then behind that, so we're using the height of the Vegepod, so behind that I've got all my purple basil. So I've only planted purple basil in the Vegepod because I want to save seeds from it and I don't want cross-pollination. So this is the perfect vessel for quarantining your plants and making sure they don't cross-pollinate. So all purple basil in this one. And here, onto more lettuces. This is our lettuce all year round. So as the name tells you, you can grow it all year round, and it forms these buttery soft leaves, and it forms a head if you leave it, but you can harvest like this as we have been. Just pull off a leaf. So you can see here with this basil, we've been pinching it. You pinch the center, and then that creates hormones that causes the plant to branch out, and that's what you want with your basil. You want to keep pinching these heads like this for a bushy plant, and you never want it to go to flower, because once it goes to flower, it's done. It's not going to produce any more of these delicious leaves. So you want to keep pinching your basil like this one. We just come around and pinch it and use it in our pasta sauces, and which is why we have our Vegepod just outside on our patio. So we just come out and pinch out these lower leaves for a beautiful harvest and a beautiful salad or sauce with the basil every single day. It's so lovely. Moving further down, we've got a row of very compact soybeans or edamame. So I've written a lot about this. You can see how compact they are. They're just a twig. And this is black soybean. So it grows beautiful black, deep coloured beans, which are wonderful for edamame or for making tofu at the end of the season. And I'll link a video to how we make tofu. And moving along this way, you can see that we've got we've been using it also, the Vegepod, as a seed raising area too, because it's got such an awesome microclimate. So I've got some pink celery and some strawberry spinach doing really well, and I've popped one of the pink celeries in here, and you can see these soybeans. They're really furry and they're about to burst into flower. We can see little flower buds coming up, and they don't get much taller than this, so everything I've planted in here is not going to exceed the height. So I haven't put any tomatoes and I haven't put any zucchinis because they would just take over. So I put things that we want to harvest again, cut and come again, regular harvest veggies right beside the back door, and also ones I want to give special attention to, like these okras. And you do have to be attentive for pests. I've seen a couple of aphids on the leaves, and you pinch them off and just nip them in the bud at the first sight of them, as I've been doing for these. So along here I'm trying to start up some okra, because I've always struggled to grow that again in Melbourne. There's not enough heat, so I've given it prime position in the Vegepod, where it's got a microclimate, a heat controlled climate that's hopefully going to help it flourish. They're still babies though. And moving over here, you can see between the seedlings, I've got Lebanese eggplant that's doing really well and really taken off. I mean, these were planted 3 weeks ago into the Vegepod. And look, over here we've got these spacemaster cucumbers, which are compact, tiny little cucumbers, and we've already got fruit on that. And I do leave my cover off during the day because we're in a shady yard, so that's bees have gotten in and pollinated all of this for me. Lots of little cukes on the way. And you can see here more purple basil, so I've got a whole row. It'll be awesome once that starts to fill out. And along here, this is insane. So this is, I just transplanted some Chinese chives or garlic chives in here a week ago. And we cut this down bare to the ground. And in 1 week, it's come back this much. That's crazy. Crazy growth in the Vegepod. This quick whip around tour of my Vegepod. I'm going to give you more updates as the season progresses and things fill out. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more updates.